while the echoes of wonder, the claims of triumph, and the signs of horror are still in the air. A famous quote quoted by Henry Anatole, managing editor of the Time magazine. Very good evening and warm welcome to one and all present here in the 12th webinar of a series of webinars on upskilling our nation's young workforce. Let us start today's evening. I request everyone to please stand up for the general salute and prayer. Program Uth Jao. Program Savdhan. General salute, salute. जैसे थे प्रार्थना शुरू
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना, हमारे ज्ञान में आओ प्रभु, आँखों में बस जाओ, अंधेरे दिल में आकर के जगा बना देना, वतन के वास्ते जीना, वतन के वास्ते मरना, वतन पर जान फिदा करना, प्रभु हमको सिखा देना, दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Once again, a very good evening and warm welcome to everyone present here. Condolences. We express our deep grief on the sudden demise of Shri Thoksom Ibopishak Singh, State Chief Commissioner of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, Manipur State, on 23rd February 2022. It is a great loss to the Scout Guide fraternity. He had dedicated more than 40 years of his life to the Scouts and Guides and was one of the role model of true leadership in BSG. He had served the BSG Manipur State as well as at national level in different capacities. We at the team, BSG for Skill Youth, tribute to his noble soul and deep condolences to his family and friends. Pray to God for the departed soul to rest in peace in heaven. Moving ahead with the program.
Shubham, we have a condolence for 1 minute.
Okay, sir. So I request everyone to please have a condolence for one meeting. 1 minute silence prayer. Thank you so much, sir. I, Shubham Singh, along with me, Priyanka Shaha have the great pleasure to be today's host. Moving ahead, I would like to invite on screen our today's day in charge, Mr. Bajnath Prasad Sir, District Organizing Commissioner Scout, Bihar State Bharat Scouts and Guides, Araria District Association, to please deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
थैंक यू शुभम। सभी को शुभ संध्या। आज के इस 12वें वेबिनार में आप सभी लोगों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन है। मैं माननीय भारत स्काउट गाइड के निर्देशक श्री राजकुमार कौशिक सर को का स्वागत करता हूं कि उन्होंने इस कार्यक्रम को हम लोगों के बीच में लाया। मैं भारत स्काउट गाइड के सभी अधिकारियों का भी स्वागत करता हूं। साथ में हमारे जो भी टीम मेंबर्स हैं, जो भी हमारे कार्यक्रम के सपोर्ट में हैं, जो भी हमारे स्टाफ में हैं, उन सभी लोगों का मैं इस कार्यक्रम में हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, स्वागत करता हूं। मैं सर्वप्रथम ये आज के जो हमारे जर्नलिस्ट जो बैच है, प्रोफेंसी बैच है, उसके जो मुख्य वक्ता हैं माननीय डी.आर. के शर्मा सर, जो एलटी कप सेक्शन से हैं, और हमारे भारत स्काउट गाइड को द्वारा जो मासिक पत्रिका निकलता है उसके उप संपादक के रूप में भी काम कर रहे हैं। मैं सर का हार्डली दिल से उनको इस कार्यक्रम के लिए स्वागत करता हूं। आपका स्वागत है सर। मैं अलेंदर शर्मा सर, सहायक निदेशक NER का भी स्वागत करता हूं कि उनके देखरेख में यह कार्यक्रम सफलता की ओर आगे बढ़ रहा है। मैं इस टीम में इस कार्यक्रम से जुड़े हुए, वेबिनार के माध्यम से जुड़े हुए सभी कार्यकर्ताओं, जो भी प्रतिभागी हैं, सभी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं। और मैं सबसे ज्यादा आज के जो हमारे मुख्य संचालक, मंच संचालक हैं, मिस प्रियंका शाह जो पश्चिम बंगाल से हैं, और मिस्टर शुभम सिंह जो ईस्टर्न रेलवे से हैं, उनके आज के लच्छेदार भाषण और सुरीली वाणी से आज का यह वेबिनार बहुत ही यादगार साबित हो, ऐसी आशाओं के साथ मैं पुनः सभी लोगों का स्वागत करता हूं। और मैं अपने आगे की कार्रवाई के लिए शुभम सिंह को मंच के आगे काम के लिए सपोर्ट करता हूं। शुभम जी।
Thank you, sir. Over to Priyanka.
Thank you, Shubham. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, sir, for such a warm welcome. Now, I would like to call upon to the virtual stage today's resource speaker for the proficiency badge, journalist, Mr. D.R.K. Sharma. He joined Scout movement in 1966 as Scoutmaster and completed Himalayan Wood Badge in 1975. He is a MA, BSc, B.Ed, basically a teacher in mathematics, physics, and chemistry for 26 years and was a lecturer in English in Railway Junior College for more than a decade. Retired from the railway as headmaster in 2006. In 1984, he got honorable charge of leader training in Cup section in the 56th year of scouting, conducting courses for unit leaders up to the HWB at his state level, South Central Railway. He worked as an assistant district commissioner of Cubs and as a district organizing commissioner of Vijayawada district of South Central Railway. He was the state training commissioner of Scouts for more than a decade and underwent basic management courses in Bangkok. After retirement from railways, he worked as a deputy director and pro at national headquarters for 3 years, conducted as assisted on a number of courses at NTC or Panchmari. Presently, he is the sub-editor of the monthly or magazine published by the national headquarters. He is a Silver Star awardee. The stage is all yours, sir. Welcome. DRK sir, are you there?
Sharma sir is having some problem, so we have to wait for 2 minutes. Serious network issue is there in his end.
Okay, sir. So the audience present here, are you excited for the session? Like a patchwork like journalism, now the world is going on with the very high issues. Good. I think all are excited for the new skills to be learned from here. Get through the new knowledge about the journalist batch, how to work, how to get things done.
So Priyanka, we are having some problem at the DRK Sharma sir end. Can we start with go with the Slido, the questions? Sorry, quiz.
So, Shubham, over to you for the quiz.
Yes, thank you so much, Priyanka. So I think sir is having some network issues. So we'll definitely come back to sir. But before that, audience, so let's have the quiz, which we always used to have at the end of the program. So we are having this time the quiz right now. So I hope all of you are excited for the quiz because sir is having some problem. So definitely we have to proceed with the program. So now I request Gunjit sir to please share the code. So participants, all of you will be able to see a code. You can just go to Google, or if you are having Slido, then it's great. Yeah. So all of you can go to Google and you can write Slido and you can join at the code SW12. You can see the code in the screen. It's already been shown. So you can just write SW12. First, you have to go to Google. You have to write Slido. As you write Slido, you will be asked to enter a code. So you have to give there SW12, or you can scan the QR code, which you can see in the screen. Yeah, so we can see 4 people have joined, 5, and it's still increasing. That's superb. 9 people have joined. I can see Devashish, Opurajita, Mr. Surya Jyoti, Amit ji, Bindu ji, and so many people joining with us. So 15 people have joined. So we will wait for a couple of minutes for everyone to join. If you have the Slido in your mobile phone, the Slido application, you can just click in the application and you can enter the code. And if you don't have, then you can go to Google, and after going to Google, you can write Slido and then enter your code and join. In the chat box, you can already see.
DRK Sharma sir has joined.
Fine, sir. Fine, fine. So, Gunjit sir, shall we continue with the session first?
No, complete the quiz first, and then we will be connected with the DRK Sharma sir.
Fine, sir. Fine. So we can see 23 participants have joined. We'll still wait for a couple of minutes more, and for all the participants to join. सभी से अनुरोध है, जितने भी participants हैं, आप लोग कृपया ज्वाइन करें. गूगल में जाके आपको स्लीडो लिखना है. स्लीडो लिखने के बाद आपको एक एंटर अ कोड बोल के ऑप्शन आएगा, जहां पे आपको SW12 लिखना है. If you write SW12, you will automatically join the quiz. चैट बॉक्स आप लोग रेफर कर सकते हैं. लिंक ऑलरेडी चैट बॉक्स में गुंजित सर ने शेयर किया है. We have 24 participants now, and 25, 26. I can see the numbers increasing. That's super. Let the numbers increasing. बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से आप लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, तो आप लोग कृपया ज्वाइन करें. और एक बार चैट बॉक्स में लिंक शेयर किया गया है. काइंडली वो लिंक में अगर आप क्लिक करेंगे तो डायरेक्ट आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. कोड देखे, कोड है SW12. This is the code, and we have 27 participants. 28. It is increasing. Yeah. So now for the first question, I would like to hand over the dais to Priyanka. Over to you, Priyanka.
Thank you. So here is the first question. Out of the following, what has the most vitamin C? First, pepper. Option B, lemon. Option C, orange. Option D, tomato. Okay, so lemon is getting the highest one. So I guess lemon is the right answer. Moving to the answer. Yes, the one who have given for the lemon is the correct one. Next question for Shubham.
Yes. So your next question is, what kind of food is bad for your body? And the options are: option A, you have carbohydrate; option B, junk food; option C, protein; and option D, minerals. 17, 24 numbers are increasing of the participants, those who are giving the answers. So out of 39, 33 we have as of now. You have only 7 seconds more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's check the correct answer. Before that, we'll go with the votes. So 95% of the audience is telling it is junk food. So now let's check the correct answer. And yes, the correct answer is junk food. I hand over to Priyanka for the next question.
Okay, the next question for you all is, which of these foods typically contains the most protein? So the options are: option A chicken sandwich; B, cereals with milk; option C, chips; option D, liquid and tomato. 12 answer, 24 times are 5. Good. Time's up. The vote for cereals and milk with milk goes the highest. Let's check the answer. It's chicken sandwich. Next to you.
So we have question number 4 now. To avoid injury, you should: option A, warm up before the exercises; option B, try hard; option C, eat healthy food; and option D, beat the opponent. So I can see once again the numbers are increasing. Out of 41, 21 have answered now, 25, and you have 10 seconds more to answer the question. बहुत ही आसान question है. 32 and 34 of them have answered. So we have 45% vote for warm up before exercises and 45% votes for eat healthy food. Let's check the correct answer. And the correct answer is warm up before exercises. Over to Priyanka for the next question.
For the next question we have, which food are important for the development of healthy, strong bones? Option A, tomatoes, biscuits, butter. Option B, chicken, fish, eggs. Option C, cheese, milk, yogurt. Option D, tomatoes, fish, cucumbers. 24. Time is running. Okay, time's up. Let's see the voting. Chicken and fish, egg. Okay, the answer is cheese, milk, yogurt. Over to you, Shubham.
So we have question number 6, and question number 6 is: the World Health Day is celebrated on dash, and the options are: option A, 1st March; option B, 7th April; option C, 6th October; and option D, 10th December. Let's see who are the top winners giving the exams. We will definitely see the top winners at the last of the quiz, and you have 3 seconds more. 3, 2 and 1. 35 members have answered, and with 46% of votes, it is 7th April. So let's check the correct answer. Yes, it is 7th April. It's the correct answer. Next question for Priyanka.
Okay, next question for you all is, which is the good source of protein? Option A, green vegetables. Option B, rice. Option C, fruits. And D, eggs. Fast, fast, fast. It's easy one. 22, 28. Good. All are answering. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see the voting. Okay, X got the maximum number of vote, 46%. Let's have the answer. Yes, it is egg, the right one. Next for you, Shubham.
So we have question number 8. How many exercises were suggested by VP to stay healthy? This is one of the easiest questions for everyone. And the options are option A is 1, B is 2, C is 5, and D is 6. So out of 43, we have as of now 35 people answered, and the number is increasing. We have 36 now. 5 seconds more. 3, 2, and 1. And let's see. So 85% of the audience are telling 6 exercises, and with this vote, it is the correct answer. Next question, Priyanka.
Okay. In which book BP introduced 6 exercises for scouts? Option A, Aids to Scout Mastership. Option B, Scouting for Boys. Option C, Wolf Cub Handbook. Option D, Roving to Success. Fast, fast. Easy questions. Number are increasing. It's 30, 37, 38. Time is also going down. Okay, let's see the voting. Scouting for Boys gets the highest one, and yes, it's the correct one. Next to you, Shubham.
Yeah, so this is the last question. Which BP6 exercise is for head and neck? Option A first, option B second, option C third, and option D fourth. It is very easy. You have 15 seconds more. I can see out of 43 now 25 participants have answered. It's increasing, 34 now. And you have 5 seconds more. Answer. This is one of the very easiest question. And your time is up. So 46% of the audience is telling option A first, and it is the correct answer. Let's check the answer. Yes, it is the correct answer. So the quiz session is ending here. So let's have a look at the winners. Yeah, so we have at the top one of the scoreboard, we have Alex. Second position, we have Pushpa. Third position, we have Ashok. Fourth position, it's Surya Jyoti. And fifth position, we have Amit. So congratulations to all the 5 winners, all the top winners. We have the top winner, Alex. So I think IT team, we can bring him on the dais to share his experience on the quiz.
No, Subham, Alex will be invited in the next webinar.
Okay, fine, sir. Fine, sir.
We have got Rahul, who is the winner of webinar 11. He will share his experience later on, but we are eager to hear from DRK Sharma sir. Now he is online. So go ahead with DRK Sharma sir.
Fine, sir. Thank you so much. So all the participants, I hope you have enjoyed a lot. Now I would like to hand over the screen to Priyanka for inviting our resource speaker for the day.
Thank you, Shubham. I would like to call upon to the virtual stage today's resource speaker for the professional badge journalist, Dr. DRK Sharma, LD. He joined Scout movement in 1966 as Scoutmaster and completed Himalaya Wood Badge in 1975. He is a MA, BSc, BEd, basically a teacher in mathematics, physics, and chemistry for 26 years, and was a lecturer in English in Railway Junior College for more than a decade. Retired from the railways and headmaster in 2006. In 1984, he got honorable charge of leader trainer in Cub section. This is the 56th year of scouting, conducted courses for unit leaders up to HWB at his state level, South Central Railway. He worked as an assistant district commissioner of CUBS and also as district organizing commissioner of Vijayawada district of South Central Railway. He was the state training commissioner of Scout for more than a decade and underwent basic management course in Bangkok. After retirement from railways, he worked as a deputy director and pro at national headquarters for 3 years, conducted or assisted on a number of courses at Panchmari. Presently, he is the sub-editor of the monthly magazine published by the national headquarters. He is a Silver Star awardee. Stage is all yours, sir. Welcome. Sir, please unmute yourself.
One minute.
Yes, sir. You
Yes,
are
sir, you're
audible.
audible now.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
Okay. Before I start the session, I forward my apology for coming late to the session in view of the technical problems at my end. Fine. Today we are meeting after a day of the thinking day. It was also the Founders Day we had yesterday. Founders Day, of course, is the birthday of both the chiefs, and Thinking Day is called the World Thinking Day. It was coined in 1926 by Wax. World Thinking Day is meant for taking out the issues that the Girl Guides and Girl Scouts are facing all over the world and finding some solutions for such issues, answering such issues. And this year, it was well thought of, a theme, our world, our equal future. This is the theme of the Thinking Day, World Thinking Day. What is this, our equal future? It is found that the Girl Guides and Girl Scouts all over the world, they expressed their feeling that they were not equally treated in the community or in the world at large. Their feeling was that they are to be treated equally because they are equally able. So for this reason, the future of the generations depends on the girls. Hence, the Wax have well thought of finding out the addressing the issues related to the girls this year. So activities are being made out to address such issues related to the Girl Guides so that they will shape the future generations. And it is the day that people will contribute for the Thinking Day Fund, which will go a long way for the WACs to support their projects which they are undertaking, and also support the NSOs which are in need of the finance. So with these few words of the background of World Theme Day and Founders Day, let me pass on to the present session on proficiency badges, journalist. Okay. At the end of this webinar, the participants will be able to explain the term editing. Before I switch on to the objectives in total, let me remind you of the BP's words. The proficiency badges that are recommended are only a motivation to the scouts and guides to have an insight into the skills. But these skills, if they develop as scouts or guides, it will help them to find out a career for them in future. But this skill, what they are learning at scout or guide level, will not make them full-fledged skilled people. It only gives them an interest, a motivation, so that they will decide which career is suitable for them. With this background, the proficiency badges were designed by BP. The present proficiency badge at hand is the journalist badge. The expectations of the journalist badge is explain the term editing. So one who seeks to find out to get the journalist badge, he should know the meaning of editing. Then state the abilities needed to work on editorial stuff. I once again remind you, by getting this badge, they will not work on the editorial staff of a renowned newspaper. No. Editorial staff in the sense at the school level, if they are running a magazine or if they are running a weekly magazine in their troop level or company level, then they can work as editorial staff. That is the expectation. Produce a practice report on troop activities or any other event. So you will also be able to know how to practice a report on troop activities. If this is learned at a later stage, they can develop newspaper reports. Explain the term makeup in journalism. This is another term which we use in journalism. State the purpose of makeup. What? Why should we use this makeup in journalism? Then their objective is identify the common typefaces and font systems. As you see, if we start printing an invitation, we need different types of letters and different sizes of letters also. All these come under common typefaces and font systems. Then recognize at the end of the webinar, you will recognize the printer's correction signs and the action they indicate. This is what is called the proofreading, people call it. Once the print is out, it cannot be released as final. There may be some print mistakes. Those print mistakes are to be corrected. And there is a procedure for correcting those mistakes, not like a teacher correcting the notebook, but the proofreading will have some signs. By using those signs, they correct all that, you will get it. Then lastly, they develop the skill to correct proof of a printed matter. So these are the objectives with which we proceed into the webinar. What is editing? It's a piece of writing to be published. It is a piece of writing to be published. It may be published at the school level. It may be a publication at troop level, a small piece to be published for public purpose. So what does it require? Editing needs correctness. The language or the information that you are giving should be authentic. It should be correct. Someone you heard from somebody, you cannot put it as a report. So that is what is meant by correctness, authenticity. What is the exact source? From that source, if it is an authoritative source, then only you have to put the matter in the for publication, that is correctness. Then second thing is a right length. Nowadays, you see many people like you or me, we will not have that much patience to go through a very long report. For example, the newspaper, which contains about 16 pages, 17 pages, no one will read all the 16 pages from beginning to till end. We search for the information, we read the headlines, and we leave it. So people do not have that much patience to go through everything. And another thing is they want everything to be in brief. That's why right length is required. Whatever is told should not be repeated again and again in the matter. Then it will concise itself into right length. Then use of right language. Suitable language is to be used. अपना अपना लैंग्वेज आप यूज कर सकते हैं. आप मराठी है तो मराठी में कर सकते हैं, या अंग्रेजी है तो अंग्रेजी में कर सकते हैं, या तेलुगु में सो तेलुगु में कर सकते. फिर इस अपना अपना भाषाओं पे आपको ये कमांड होना चाहिए. इसलिए यूज ऑफ राइट लैंग्वेज इज रिक्वायर्ड. We should not use a language which hurts other people or which creates some problem to other people. Then grammar. This is another important. Grammar is important. If it is English, grammar or या हिंदी कोई लैंग्वेज है तो इसमें ग्रामर तो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस होना चाहिए. मेरा भाषण में मैं तेलुगु वाला हूँ, इंग्लिश बात कर रहा हूँ, फिर हिंदी में मेरा ग्रामर तो वेरी वेरी बैड इट में भी होता है. इट में बी लाइक दैट. सो while publishing something, you should be observed by grammar rules. Then sequence. What is first, what is the next, or what is the top priority, what is the next priority, that should be used while you are using a report, while creating a report. And clarity of the content. There should be clarity. That means clearness, transparency, or clear idea should be expressed. It should not be in different ways. Then what are the abilities needed to work on editorial stuff? Already this is discussed with me, with you in the previous. Must have a command in a language. अपना अपना भाषाओं पे आप तो कमांड होना चाहिए, पटिष्ठ होना चाहिए लैंग्वेज में. Most of the magazines prefer degree holders in the language of preference. It is at a higher level, not for scouts and guides. Once you choose journalism as your career or profession, then you should have a qualification like a degree in journalism. Okay, so there are many mass communication degree also is there. So if you are interested in journalism, you can go for mass communication, or you can pursue degree in journalism. Then excellent written and verbal communication skills. Written and verbal communication skills. You know, these communication skills, whatever you are speaking, you should be convincing to the people, and it should be written in a very well said language, and the words should be perfect. Then adaptability. We should have the adaptability. We should be able to adjust to the situation and write. You cannot put your own ideas into that. Then ability to work well under pressure and meet deadlines. So this is at a higher level if you choose editorial responsibility, editor responsibility. Then proficiency in IT packages. This is very important. Nowadays, we are talking about the IT system. Just now, a few minutes back, I failed to get the link because of the technological issue. So we should have the IT packages like Microsoft Office, Acrobat Reader, Writer, and Photoshop. You should develop such skills from now itself. Then if you want to work on editorial stuff, you should have proofreading skills and must pay attention to details. Every detail that you are observing should be, when you are writing, you should observe the details. Even if it is a punctuation mark, you should be careful. Unnecessarily, if a full stop is there, it will give a different meaning. If it is a comma which is not required there, it gives a different meaning. If there is a hyphen in between two words where it is not required, then it gives a different meaning. So we have to think of all these by paying attention to small details. Now, report writing, how? Select a topic of interest. How to write a report? I am thinking of giving the skill of troop activities. For example, there is a troop activity. We are going to get that. Select a topic of interest. Choose the title. First of all, what is the topic you are going to write on? Then choose the title. What title should I put? It should be catching title. Then collect relevant matter from authoritative sources. Already I discussed with you. Write a thesis statement. Thesis statement means what is the very important point of the statement, heart of the report. That should be written first. Prepare an outline of the topic. You should have an outline idea of the entire topic. Then write a rough draft. Make a rough writing. Then revise. Read it once again. Revise. It may be the sequence may be missing in your rough draft. Decide and then revise, reshuffle, then edit your report. That is called editing. Maybe corrections, maybe something like I'm going to give an example to you also. Proofreading to check for mistakes. Then you have to read the report that you have written for proofreading. That is any grammar mistakes, any print mistakes, any spelling mistakes, any punctuation marks, defects in punctuation marks are to be checked. Facts of an event to be in past tense. This is another very important point. अंग्रेजी में कर रहा है तो past tense में होना चाहिए सभी event. When an event has taken place yesterday or few minutes back, then I have to write it in past tense only. Now I am delivering you a small session on journalism. Now, next minute, if my friend comes and asks, what did you do? Then I should say, I delivered a session on journalism. I delivered. It's a past tense. So in a newspaper or in a report, it should be in past tense. That we have to remember. We cannot use present tense. Then practice sheet for report writing. Now I have taken a small example for you. Suppose in your troop, there is a cooking and sense training games were held on a Sunday, say 30th June 22. Imagine your district commissioner of scouts visited the troop to observe the activities. आप मेरा भाषण में कोई दिक्कत है तो माफ करना है क्योंकि मैं अंग्रेजी में तो ठीक है, ठीक तो 100% ठीक नहीं है, फिर डिलीवर कर रहा हूँ, कोशिश करता हूँ अंग्रेजी में और हिंदी में भी कोशिश करता हूँ. Imagine your district, this is a problem I am giving. Imagine your district commissioner of scouts visited the troop to observe the activities. He enjoyed the dishes cooked by the scouts and congratulated the troop. Your district organizing commissioner was also present. Write a report on the above activities of your troop. Suppose this is the question given to you for writing a report. Now, what is the thing to be done? Topic selected is report on troop activities. So the topic is that. I am just thinking the title is Enjoy Scouting. This is what I wanted to put. You may, it differs from person to person. You may coin some other title. Then thesis statement. What is a thesis statement? Again, I try to explain to you. tells the main idea of a reading, and it enhances your enhancement of skills in cooking and observation. Here in this particular problem, it is your enhancement of skills in cooking and observation. Now, we are making a rough draft, hoping that you are preparing it. I am doing it. See, first thing is heading. I am keeping a heading: Scouting and Education with Enjoyment. This is the title I have kept, an education with enjoyment. So I have put some rhythmic words: education, enjoyment. Then the second requisite that is required is, after selecting the title, you have to put the source, Scout News. Where from? It is from West Bengal, or let us say Kolkata. You have to use Kolkata. Otherwise, say Mumbai or New Delhi. Then the date, January 31st, because the event occurred on 30th. Now I am putting January 31st. This format is required in report writing. So what is the matter here? My report: Patel Scout Troop conducted their Sunday troop activity at so-and-so school in Dwarka Sector 2. The program started with Scout prayer and flag. 22 scouts belonging to 4 patrols attended. The main activities are open air cooking, patrol wise. 1 hour was allotted for preparation of roti and sabji. The patrols prepared tasty dishes which were enjoyed by the visiting district scout commissioner and DOC. Our scout master and assistant scout master prepared sense training games to test our vision, hearing, smell, and touch. We all enjoyed. The district commissioner addressed us. He said that scouting teaches values besides skills. He described scouting as an educational movement, but it is clubbed with enjoyment. We had a group photo with him and the DOC. We gave a warm welcome to our guests. They wrote their impressions about their visit in our troop logbook. So this is the report. It's a rough draft. But if you read this report, something which happened in the beginning has come at the end, something which has been started and that was not there, something like that. Something is missing, something may be changing, needs a change. So let us see what is that change. Now, we are revising it and editing the report. This is for a newspaper I am talking. Earlier one is for a troop report. It is for your troop. But for a newspaper report, it is different. In a newspaper report, scouting and education with enjoyment. Then place has come and source also come, Scout News source, New Delhi. If it is a newspaper, it may be the Hindu, it may be the Indian Express, New Delhi, something like that, or the Deccan Chronicle, the Times of India, like that it may come. I gave my example, Scout News. Scouting imparts value-based education to children from the very young age. It trains them practically with skills, said the local district scout commissioner. Observe the previous draft and this draft. I have brought the district scout commissioner's address to the front. That is the theme of this statement. That is the theme of this report. What he is telling is more important than what you are doing now. So we gave importance to his words in quotations. He was addressing the scouts of Patel Scout Troop during their Sunday troop activity at so-and-so school in Dwarka sector so-and-so. 22 scouts belonging to 4 patrols attended. Activities such as cooking by the scouts and sense training games, etc. The program started with scout prayer and flag. Scouts enjoyed open air cooking patrol wise. 1 hour was allotted, etc. They prepared delicious dishes. All this was not there in the rough draft. Now we improved on this, and which were enjoyed by the visiting commissioners. The scout master and assistant scout master of the troop prepared sense training games to test our vision, hearing, smell, and touch. Everyone enjoyed the games. Earlier, the scouts gave a warm welcome to the guests. Observe, we have not put this welcome in the front. it was put to the last because the question of district commissioner should come first. And what he spoke, what you did is more important than your welcome. So that's why earlier the scouts gave a warm welcome to the guests. The troop activities ended with the national anthem. As we see the reports, sometimes people write to project their name a number of times. So and so district commissioner spoke. Again, we write district commissioner gave certificates. Same name, district commissioner enjoyed the dishes. 3 times, 4 times the same name. If the reader reads, he will be fed up with what is this report. Now, report on troop activities. It is a fair draft. So a fair draft was made finally. The fair draft is an improvement over the revised draft. I need not take much time. It does not give so many so much of changes, so many changes, but little changes, minor changes were there. Later, our Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmaster prepared scent training games. The district commissioner also participated and he addressed us. He said that scouting teaches values besides the skills. This is what is written on our troop activities for our report in our troop. In your logbook, you can put this, but this is not fit for a report in the newspaper. This is not the report. Earlier report was fit for newspaper, right? Coming to makeup. What is makeup? Makeup is the design of a newspaper page or the page of a magazine. To roughly tell you, it is the plan. What is the plan for you to print the matter? That is called makeup. See, for example, here the Hindu. The yellow colors, they are the titles. And title is at the top. And in between one photo with a bar diagram. And then photo. And again, important matter. In between, some small subheadings, they are to be given. So we will first have a rough plan. We don't write all this matter. So title, then below that, I am going to show you that part also now. You see, observe, why page makeup? First of all, you know this. Why should we have page makeup? Because to indicate the importance of the news, to make the page easy to read. It should be easy to read by the reader. And to make the page attractive, we should make the page attractive. To frame catching captions in headlines. And to use font styles, size, and colors. See, this is called the dummy makeup. That is blank. This is what people do in newspapers or even at school level. You should do this. This is for the sake of scouts and guides I'm addressing. So leaders should help them to make out a dummy page. See, banner headline. Here you may write the bar scouts and guides. And side heading, subheading, you may write Kolkata district, something like that. Then here nameplate, here some captions should be here. And then all these lines indicate matter. Then here cut line, there is something about this photograph. Then other side headings like this, one line spread. So I have to give space, then write something, some headings. So as an editor, I should have a plan of what I'm going to print. You will get clarity if I show you some other example. See, for example, NHQ magazine, we are making a cover page like this. We keep our dummy page in this way. If you see the magazine of the national headquarters, you will find like this, volume, and then issue, which issue, then month. We keep plan like this, price, rupees per copy. Then this side pays BSG emblem on the left side, On the right side, the event of this year, prime event of this year is Azadi का अमृत महोत्सव. इसका emblem होना चाहिए, इस पे डालना है. Our title in English, what is the title of the magazine? The Bharat Scouts and Guides. Title in Hindi, हिंदी में भी लिखना है, प्रिंट करना है. इसके लिए ये सब प्लान हो गया. और फोटो में prime photo, suppose Prime Minister addressed the Scouts and Guides, that will come in the front cover. It depends on the major event of that particular magazine. That should come on the prime photo, that should come on the front cover page. And then there is a border, and then border design. Some colorful design is to be given there. So this is what we prepare as a dummy page. This will give us an idea. Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, for example. Next year, some other priority comes. Oh, we have to put that emblem. We'll
उड़िया
have
वाले
an-
हैं ना तुम लोग, उड़िया में उसको नाची बोलते हैं, वो कर देते।
तो मैं अपने हिसाब से यही सुना तो नाम
अरे अरे ये भग गया।
सोनाक्षी निकला है कि सोनाक्षी
people mute करना है. मेरा भाषण में थोड़ा disturbance आ रहा है. Are you able to hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dummy of a 2-column magazine. Dummy of a 2-column magazine. Suppose it is a 2-column. What that is, in one page, 2 columns will come. In our National Headquarters magazine, you find this. For example, reports from states on Republic Day celebrations. We have made 2 columns in blue background. See, Andaman Nicobar. I don't write anything. Alert place, then Arunachal Pradesh, then Delhi. That is, in each column for each page, I am allotting 2 states, and here also 2 states. So total in one page, I am getting 4 states. If my number of pages are less, then I control the matter and put 4 states in one column, so that 8 states will be covered in one page. So we should have a plan. Andaman Nicobar with the photo, Arunachal Pradesh with the photo. So this is the dummy page we prepare and we keep, so that we will get an idea whatever matter is available on hand, will it fit into my 32 pages or not? Or shall I have to add some more matter? Then after all this, font. The question of font. What is this font point size chart? Font point, you know, even in our computers we find, if it is a big letter, see, you are able to see 72 points. The size itself tells it. If you go to this 10 point, it is very small. Whether it is required or in between 36 point is required or 42 point is required, it is up to you to decide. So depending on the matter, depending on the importance of the matter, you have to choose the font size. These are the common typefaces. There are many types of letters. Our Scouts and Guides are expected to know at least 10 common typefaces. What are these common typefaces? For everything, name is written there. Eller, A-L-L-E-R, Eller. Eller means its style of font is like this. The style of lettering is like this. See, for example, ballpark winner. This type of style is required, but this cannot be used in a magazine or in a troop activity report. This is used where your script writing is required. So the Scouts and Guides who are pursuing the career of journalism or proficiency badge, they should know what type of font they want to use for a particular purpose. These are, they are expected to know it. Similarly, think of caviar dreams, caviar dreams. The style itself is different. The name is written in light letters, whereas the style of letter is written already. So there are different types of letters like this, which we have to choose. These are called the typefaces. They are called the typefaces in journalism. Typefaces. Now, think of this candela. Sometimes we are using it in the news. Mostly we are using this candela in newspapers. The style is different. Candela, but we don't use carousel. This was the old style, but now people are not using carousel. And then Hattorianzo. This is also being used nowadays. In newspapers, people use it. Yeah. Then some font types are like this also. As a person who is pursuing journalism, you should know this also. What is a serif face? What is a sans serif face? See, for example, it is very easy to understand. F is written here. The F is, edges are prolonged. You can see they are rounded off. And you are writing without it. These rounded ones, first F on the left side is the serif face. This is called serif face in journalism. All letters are like this, not only F. Anything with the projected faces at the edges is called a serif face. Sometimes they are required. For example, the previous thing I have shown you, the Hindu magazine. You see, observe the Hindu magazine. These letters are serif faces. He is using that. So they are required for the title. But if they are used in the matter, it looks odd. So he has chosen serif faces for the title. Like this, serif face. Similarly, sans serif face. Sans serif, without any projection, no projection. The left one, left T is a sans serif. No projection. There is a projection that is removed. There is a projection on the right side T, and that is removed in the left side T. So this left side T is called sans serif face. Sans means without. Sans is without. Yeah. So these are the font types. Then printers correction signs. Printers correction signs. I was talking to you about how the editing is done. What is the proofreading method? So there are signs. See, for example, I'm going to the example, third column. To the C below, full stop is there. The hotel is. Continue to see the C below, full stop. Then the hotel is, something like that is written in the report. But it should not be. My idea is the hotel is should be in a separate paragraph. I don't want this to be in the same line. So what is my sign? See, correction sign. It is kept like this. Something like a bracket, like a C. This indicates NP, new paragraph. Similarly, I'm going to the example. Next to the shopping complex, facilities include a spa, pool, etc. So full stop is given, and here facilities include a spa. So this is separately given, but what we want is a run on. Run on means join it. Next to the shopping complex, Facilities include a spa, pool, etc. We have to add here. So then it will give a meaning. Come to that. Another, hotel rooms have 2 bedrooms. This is a common mistake people do commit. Even as children, scouts and guides, when you are writing your leave letter to the teacher, I want 2 days leave. People write 2 numeral. That's not correct. In a running matter, we should never use numeral unless it is some very important or very informal. Otherwise, we should never write. So hotel rooms have 2 bedrooms. That 2 is rounded. What does it mean? It indicates you have to type it in full. What is meant by this? TWO2. You should not write have 2 numeral. So for that, you have to put a circle. Then the person will understand who is reading who is correcting it. He will understand. Oh, I have to write TWO. So these signs are very important. Then New Orleans under O, 2 double lines are given. Sorry, New Orleans O, double lines are given. This, if you put double line, that is sufficient. Then the proofreader will understand, oh, I have to make O as uppercase letter or capitalize the letter. O is capital like N. So he will understand it. Then South America. South America. It is underlined, double lines are there. What are these double line meant? Capitalize a word. All the letters should be capitalized. All the letters in the words should be capitalized. Right. Similarly, insert words. For example, you see, we enclose receipt for $15. We enclose receipt. What is found missing is our receipt. So you have to include our. For that, what you are doing, you are putting a slanting T, something like this. That indicates, oh, you have to include our. You have to write our and then put slant T there. Our is written and slant T. Then proofreader will understand our is to be included into that. We are open from 9 a.m. 9 a.m. After 9, there should be a space. A space is required. It is not given there. This is the common mistake. We also do it. So if a space is required, just give like this. In the computer, we see this. So this indicates insert the space. Right. We wish to advise that. See, this is the margin. For example, on the left side, I have a margin. This line is my margin. We wish to advise that from the margin, it went far away. What I want is, we wish should move to the left. So what I am writing, I am putting in this way one sign. This correction sign indicates move to the left. Move to the left. Suppose it is move to the right. See, price $80. You should move to the right side. So this way it indicates. Then transpose, swap around. Jupiter Casino, Jupiter, ES Casino. TRS should come here. Jupiter's TRS should come here. So something like this Z-like thing is given there. So these are all the things, something like italics here. You see here, curved lines, a choreograph. The view was magnificent. Magnificent is to be in italics. So we write underline like this. then it gives magnificent. In this way, it can be proof corrected. There are many signs like this. Then proofreading. It is the process of carefully reviewing a text for errors such as spelling, grammar, punctuations, space, formatting, and typing errors. It is the process of carefully reviewing a text for errors. We should we should observe it for errors. If any errors are there, what errors? Maybe in spelling, maybe in grammar, maybe in punctuations like comma, full stop, question mark, some hyphen, then space, then formatting, and maybe typing errors. How to here in proofreading, what we have to observe as a proofreader, what are you expected to do? How to read the proof of a printed matter you should know. How to read the proof of a printed matter? Answers are given here. Read one word at a time, not as a sentence. This is what a proofreader does. He is a very important person in a press where articles are published. Read one word at a time, not as a sentence. Then second point, use your finger to point at the words to focus on them. When you are reading it, use your finger, or sometimes use a pointed stick. You may use a pointed stick. If you are using a pencil, suddenly you may have the habit of underlining it. Then it will go into proofreading in a different way. That fellow proofreader will put some capital letters there, like in South Africa. So that is why pencil is not suggested. Some pointer may be used, or use your finger to point the words to focus on them. That is, each word is to be written. Proof for each mistake at separate times. So you have to correct it. Proof means you have to correct it with the signs there. On the first run through, look for spelling. So there are different ways of correcting the proofreading. If you are an experienced person, at a glance, your eyes will go to the mistakes only, because you have habituated to see many proofs. But if you are on the learning stage, then you have to look for spelling in the first round of reading. Only search for spellings. If any spelling mistakes are there, correct it. After that, in the second round of reading, go for grammar. Don't correct everything at a time. Then second reading, go for grammar. You should be in proper tense, past tense. All past events will be in past tense only. Then you may get unnecessary subject and plural acceptance may not be there. He wishes to greet you. Instead of he wishes to greet you, it may be written there, he wished to greet you. He is a singular, wish is plural there. He wishes should be there. They wish you, like that. So grammar is required. Then third, for anything that may be missing or additional, like spaces or periods. Spaces are in between the words. Periods are in between the sentences. Full stop. Afterwards, a small space is required. Then you should continue the sentence. After full stop, you should not immediately start the next sentence. This is proofreading. Some more proofreading signs also are given here. Delete. Delete is should be written like this. If you are able to do, or at least D and then cut off. That is also allowed. Then insert. Some of the things are already shown there. Then if you want to join two words, for example, South Africa. No, not South Africa. A smiling face. something like that. Then if you want those two letters to be together, then you have to use this type of joining symbol. Then move closer. There may be sometimes a long space between a, um, good person. After good, some 4 spaces, then person comes. What you want is good person. Between good and person, 1 space is sufficient. Then you have to use this small thing, move closer. Then, for example, delete space. You have to delete space. Then use this D and then cut off. Delete space. No space. No space is required there. If you want add a space, you can put like this also. Then transpose letters. There are different signs in this way which people should be able to understand. These are the proofreading signs one should have at hand. For example, I give a small deviation from my session. One small thing I would like to ask all of you. Suppose I tell you, add a suitable adjective starting with a letter of the first name of your first name. I repeat, add a suitable title, add a suitable adjective before your prime name with the letter which your name starts. For example, my name is Sharma. My prime name is Sharma, say. It starts with S. So I want an adjective which starts with S, which is suitable for me, for my name, for my personality. Then I may say smart Sharma. Smart is adjective. I put SMART, then Sharma. Like that. Can you try your names and put in the chat box? We'll check up. I think you are able to catch my point. आप अपना नाम के पहले क्या एडजेक्टिव सूटेबल होता है आपका पर्सनालिटी व्यक्तिगत लक्षण एक्सप्लेन एग्जिबिट करने के लिए क्या एडजेक्टिव चाहिए, तो ये एडजेक्टिव लिखना है आपका नेम का पहले. Before your name, you have to write that adjective. Think of this. Then proofreading for practice. Here, I want you to just give you an idea. Most probably we are coming to the closer of the end of it. Find and mark the errors in the following passage using the appropriate proofreading marks. Superhero Joy by Catherine Rollins. This is the report. Let us see what is in this report. Wherever corrections are there, I will point out. Joy put on his mask. In this sentence, what is the mistake? Joy put on his mask. This is the printed matter given to me. How do I correct it? I need a space somewhere where his mask is together. So after his, there should be a space for me. So I have to put that particular sign for getting space. He flapped his cap in front of the mirror. This sentence is okay. Now I'm going to this third. This, the best costume, he thought. This, the best costume, he thought. Something is missing here. What is it that is missing here? This is the best costume. Is missing here. Then I am sure to win the contest. What's the mistake here? Here spelling is, observe the spelling of win. W-I-N-N. It is not double N, it is single N. So one N to be deleted, D and cross. Joey skipped downstairs. That sentence is okay. Here I come to rescue you, Joey shouted. That sentence is also good. Nice costume, said Joey's dad. Good. I am a superhero, said Joey. Superhero, maybe one word, no problem. Joey said, Mom, I need you to watch Mindy at the party. What is this? I need you. Again, you is written there. It is a repetition. Cut off that you. I watch you. I need you to watch Mindy at the party. Is another person. Joey looked at his little sister. Joey. Observe. Joey, the name of the word letter, the name of a person, J should be capital letter, uppercase. But more superheroes have don't kid sisters. More superheroes have don't kid sisters. What is the mistake here? Most superheroes don't have kid sisters. Have should come after don't. So it is put have and then don't. Well, this superhero has a sister, said Mom. This sentence is okay. What will Mandy's costume be? Asked Dad. What's the mistake here? What will Mandy's costume be? It is a question mark. A question mark is required there. After B. I'm not sure, said Mom. Joey got an idea. I know. There is a question mark. It should be asterisk. Joey took Mandy upstairs to his room. He dug through his closets. There is a mistake here. Mandy upstairs to his room. Sentence is completed. After sentence completion, a full stop is required. He dug through his closets. Observe, dug. Dug is a tense. There is no need for a capital letter. It's a print mistake. D small letter is required. Joey found his baby blanket. It is a found his baby blanket. Okay. He put it around Mindy's shoulders. Mindy's shoulders. That is shoulders of the Mindy. So Mindy, after that apostrophe at top, comma is required. Apostrophe we call it. At the party, superhero joined his sidekick, Supergirl, Mindy, won first prize. At the party, observe, at after it and after the, there is a lot of space. So bring it closer. One space is sufficient. In this way, there are a lot of mistakes in this particular example. This is what is called proofreading. I just give you an idea how to practice proofreading. So this is more than a composition that a teacher corrects. So you have to be very careful while reading the proof. Now the session ends at this stage. I think I have taken a long time for you because I lost my time and I had to take it. I had to rush through it. Now, if you have any questions to ask, you are most welcome. Hope I have reached you. And if you have any questions to ask, you are welcome. Thank you very much.
You can bring Khushi to panelist so that he's raising hand. Is there any question from Khushi? Okay, I think there. Kusi, is there any question from you? आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या? आप हाथ ऊपर कर रहे हैं. Okay, over to MC.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for wonderfully taking the session on journalist proficiency batch. And this will definitely help our participants who are very eager and who are willing to take this proficiency batch, and definitely it will help them to earn the batch. Now I would like to invite Mr. Rahul Kumar from Bihar, who was the winner of the previous quiz session, to please share your experience with us. Mr. Rahul, the stage is all yours. Rahul, can you hear me? Okay, I think he's having some technical issues, so we can move ahead with the program. Yes, Rahul. Yes, can you please share your experience? How did you enjoy the quiz session of the last webinar? Rahul, your voice was audible. Can you hear us? राहुल जी अनम्यूट कर लीजिए, अनम्यूट करके आप बोल सकते हैं. Okay, no worries. So I think he's having some technical issues. No issues. We'll move ahead with the program. So today's quiz winner was Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, I request you, you can please share your number privately to Mr. Analendra Sharma, sir, Assistant Director, Northeast Region, so that we can contact you for the next webinar. Now I would like to hand over the stage to our MC, Priyanka.
Thank you, Shubham. We had a great session on the journalist batch. Moving ahead, I would like to invite Shri Analendra Sharma, sir, Assistant Director, NER, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
You, Priyanka, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are.
Very good evening to one and all. Most respected today's resource speaker, DRK Sharma sir. Respected all the national headquarters office bearers who are connected now. Our director, Dr. Rajkumar Kaushik sir, and all NSQ professional, and my team, ESG for skill youth, who are working hard to make this webinar successful. First of all, big apology to our resource speaker due to some technical issue. Sir, I am really sorry. We could not connect in time to you. And so our team manage it, bring quiz first and continue. I was in another meeting, so I joined afterwards. Why DRK Sharma sir choose the base journalist? That is very important. When he presenting you, I hope you come to know why he choose the base. Regarding Sharma sir, if I say my words will be not enough. He is connected with this great movement as a Cub Scout rover. Then as a Cub Master, he took training in 1966 and received the honorable charge as a leader trainer Cub in 1984. When we see the trainers in our country, they're one of the best name come to us, DRK Sharma sir. For the skill webinar, we request him to deliver a session on a proficiency badge and give freedom to select the proficiency badge, and sir selected journalist. After that, there is a lots of discussion with me and sir. He told that when we saw the syllabus of journalist, it's really amazing. And it's really required for the young people, which can be a future profession. So our Scoutmaster Guide Captain, we humbly request you, choose the proficiency badges, not for the completion of Rashtrapati syllabus or Rajya Puraskar syllabus or Tritiya Sopan syllabus. There are 100 proficiency badges for Scout and for Guides. Give a opportunity to the young people to choose themselves. The ideal Scoutmaster or Guide Captain always should put a chart of proficiency base in their Scout den, so that children can choose. Through this journalist, you saw the syllabus and sir explain you how to editing. When we are coming for a MOP training, there is a big session, storytelling. Why storytelling? We have to create a proper report. Many people are always saying there is no money to work. If you go to the scout.org, you can see a platform of donation platform is there. If you are able to create a project properly, if you are able to give a name properly, many people are ready to donate for the project. So it is the power of pen. If I say how you are going to write, the journalist base itself going to train a scout or guide to be a good writer. I hope sir will be agree with me.
Yeah,
So he chose the journalist because one young boy or girl, if when they are studying in below class 10, when they go through the journalist proficiency base, they can make their aim of life that I should be a journalist. Not only the proficiency base to put in the uniform. So that is the ultimate aim of this all proficiency bases. So choose the proficiency base which can help your young people. Though we are a less number in this webinar below 100, but I hope that proper unit leaders and trainers with us who can spread this message to their members and their friends circle so that they can also try. Journalists normally people are not trying to complete the bases because lots of work has to done with the children. They has to take into a editorial board, maybe a local newspaper or magazine and other things that they have to different phases. They should know how to create this proofreading. Proofreading part is very important. That is not for only a journalist. If you want to work in any printing works, to edit a book or anything, so you need to know proofreading. There's important parts everybody should know. So thank you very much, sir. And as our MC already introduced, our speaker is connected with Bharat Scout and Guide in various capacity. He work in national headquarters, he work in state headquarters of SC Railway, and till now he is involved with us. And what magazine you are going through every month, NSQ monthly magazine, is editing that as a sub editor capacity, and wherever there is a training part, if you can go for training of assistant leader trainer or leader trainer, you can go through many handouts where sir contribution is there. So thank you very much, sir, to sparing time. And really sorry that we could not provide proper platform in the beginning. Anyhow, you are trying and connected with us today. Thank you, and we look forward same cooperation from you. Especially, dear Sharma sir, is special to me. Why am really happy to share always. As a NSQ professional, the first camp I assist dear Sharma sir, that was a badge instructor and examiner camp at Godpuri. The sir was there and I was there to support him, but I don't know anything because I joined in the job as a ROC and went to Godpuri first time and worked with him. And that is very experienced leader I got and try to follow him in different areas. Thank you, sir, to be with us today. We really thankful to our day insurers. Bajanath Prasad sir is a state coordinator for Messenger of Peace, assistant leader trainer, and also district organizing commissioner in Bihar state. Very dedicated leaders in different webinar and digital platform. You are always with us. Thank you, sir. And our both the dynamic master of ceremony, Priyanka and Subham. We really thankful to conducting this webinar smoothly. Also, our IT members, Gunajit and Pasa, and the designing work always done by Shubhajit and Prasenjit and other team members. We are really thankful to all of you. We would like to thank our always supporter, Onima Daimari Ekka ma'am, Puspa ma'am. You are always with us and to guide wherever there is a need, always stand by with us. Before I completing vote of thanks, thank you, Rahul. You are raising hand. Hope you are audible after my speech. Also, MC will going to call you before national anthem. You can put few words since you are one of the winner in the last quiz. And also we are request Alex to contact us or give his number so that we can invite you in the next webinar to keep your opinion, how you are benefited with this webinar, and if anything you want to share about Bharat Scout and Guide. So we really thankful to all the attendees. You are there. So we are try to give information in different skill. It is the 12th webinar. Again, we have 5 more webinar to conclude the first phase. And after the first phase, as mentioned in the circular, the regular participant is going to be considered and recognized by national headquarters. And after that, whenever we are going to have second phase of this training, you may be a team member of this skill webinar. Thank you to all the participants in through YouTube channel. Here, our humble submission to all the participants who are participate. Don't keep what you're learning during this webinar with you. Share with your friends. Maybe your friends are not able to join with us due to time or due to their other issue. So share with your members. So it will be help them to come up with the knowledge you learn in this webinar. Especially I request to all the participants, when you fill the Google form, IT team is going to share the Google form link for this webinar. Be careful when you are putting your UID. Without UID, we could not issue any certificate. So we are going to verify the UID. So is there any mistake, it is difficult to issue certificates. And if you have any issue already, there is 3 groups. WhatsApp group, you can share your views and any difficulties you are facing. We try to solve, and our team member always in the group active, they can bring the message to us. With these few words, once again, I thankful to our resource speaker, dear K. Sharma sir, and all the team member of this skill webinar. Thank you, team. Thank you very much to one and all present. And I request MC to give a chance to Rahul, if he is audible now. Then we go with national anthem. Over to MC.
Thank you, sir. May I have Mr. Rahul Kumar from Bihar to share your experience for the quiz. Rahul, are you audible to us?
Okay, maybe he's some network issue. So Priyanka, we can go with national anthem to conclude the webinar.
Okay, sir.
And IT team, Gunajit, please share the link and stop the chat message. Then it will be available for everyone.
As we come to the end of such an interesting and knowledgeable program, I hope everyone has got a lot of knowledge about the journalist. Thank you everyone for joining with us. And lastly, I request everyone to kindly stand up for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Everyone.
Thank you all.